Okay, so I'll give you why the workflow of grouping is important. So if I come up here, you can organize stuff, right? So it just give you a network box. If you hover over, you can see it creates a network box. It doesn't do anything, but just organizing for organizing. In the end I will show you how to organize everything. Okay, but for now just watch group method. Okay, now I will bring another box and I will try to do everything manually. Whatever we did, I'll try to do everything manually. Okay, so I will bring PolyExtrude. Okay, and then I bring, see, in the previous one we did the same. We'll keep it one, right? So now manually I'm selecting it. Okay, manually I'll select the polygon, take all the faces, and there are two methods, as you know. One method getting in the viewport, and one is from the from the network. So I'll bring from the viewport, extrude. So I extruded it. Second one, that's what I'm doing, right? I'm putting inset. So I'll inset it. Okay, and then again all these are selected. So again I go bring a PolyExtrude and I will bring this up, right? Same here. I got through group, but here everything manual. See, group name is numbers, just numbers, primitive numbers, 0 to 5 number and 24 to that number. Okay, so we have same workflow, two methods. So manual. Okay, all right. So if I look from here, we have almost same. Insert. Okay, I'll give the same number, 3 and 3, 3 and 1. Okay, so almost same, almost. Look here. Okay, so the group method, if I connect, so later I change my mind and I try to connect the torus, click it, wow, we have a shape and we have something what we need, like each one is extruded, each polygon is extruded, and that face is again extruded, and that face again insect inside and then extruded again, right? Same method is happening here, but I will, okay, so this is same what happening in the manual method. Okay, with some little bit of size problem, but that's okay. So now if I connect to this one manually, look, did you notice that? Okay, look, yeah, it gave you something. It's looking interesting, but what are these? What are these? Okay, but when you look from here, to the torus, you have everywhere you have the same. There's no variation. Everything is same, just the way we want. But here it destroyed the workflow. See, in the middle there are like 5 6 sharpened one. That is why group method plays a really beautiful part in Houdini. Okay, so manual method, if you're trying to do manual, it's going to destroy somehow, or one day it's going to destroy your workflow, or it's going to destroy your project. Now let's also see. So see here how it beveled. Okay, now let's do for this one. We are manually doing it. Okay, manually manually selecting all the first of all, this is painful. Yeah, after selecting carefully, I've selected the edges of the side and I bring bevel. Alright, so I have a bevel. Let's compare 044. Okay, so put 044. Okay, we have that, and also we will match the division 4, so we will put it 4. Okay, so yes, we have it. Yeah, exactly the same, but here it took very less time because all the group were already exist. I just had to click the group. Here I need to manually select one by one. Okay, so now what I want to show you is that see, the group number is too big here. Just few names, right? Now if I change to, let's see, if I change to this one, and I don't see it working. I don't see them working. Maybe here it worked here. Okay, it worked here. Bad. Okay, let's see for this. I'll connect to this. Okay, see, just a matter of few nodes, and then see, imagine you worked so hard to make this extrusion and stuff in a manual way, and then suddenly your client says, I want to change the model. Then this is what it's gonna look like if you do it manually. But you extruded, you did a really good work on extrusion part, and somehow you did used all the group. Suddenly your client said change the model, then ask them bring the model and just plug it in, boom. I think this is the best way to make you understand or make you convince that group method is the best method than doing manual. And if take in consideration of Maya or other 3D program, you won't be able to do this. I bet that. All right, so I think this is enough about talking about manual method, right? So I'll bring to box. I'm not even using it and still it's there. It's like you went for a marriage function and you still there in the marriage function, but you are left alone. Bad joke. Okay, so I'll continue. So for bevel as well, so if you go to the bevel parameter, move down, even bevel also has this group. This time it has very different and unique name. So what if what if there are a lot of groups, and you trigger a lot of groups and you have no idea how this going to look like for example in PolyExtrude, at least there's a tick mark to show you, okay, this is a front and this is side. Okay, but what if you have poly bevel and you have a lot of groups, and how do you know what exactly it is? There's an easy method. So first method is since it is all grouped, okay, so if you middle mouse it, you get that all of the group name in the properties or node information. So all of these, you have a lot of groups and you don't know what all it does. There's an easy method. You bring what you want to do. So for example, if you want to polyextrude some of the group, then bring the polyextrude node. Okay, bring the polyextrude node and you come up here, there is a group connected, or like select the group. If that doesn't come up, then probably you'll be in Gizmo or something. Then click on the selection tool, then you will find this selection tools. So you come up here, you can see all of this. So now you can see what all it does. PolyExtrude is this part. I mean, edge fillet poly is this part, and this part is this. So if you want to, extrude only side, or maybe the point of polygon, then point fillet polygon. Okay, so you go here, then poly fillet polygon. All right, now you selected that. Now, yeah, see. So if you want to avoid that, click over here. So this way you can get the color, not the color, get the color, not the color, and avoid that. See, now you have that selection. So that's one handy thing. So this only works for group. All right, so if you come up here, you can also select by primitive or points, or if you have whatever you have. So here point, there are 2.6 primitive group and 2 edge group. So you can get that primitive group 6, there will be 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and edge group 2, and point group also 2. So you can get it that way, but you can't get the point group because poly bevel and PolyExtrude doesn't read points. Avoid this one and just see. Okay, if you want color, then color. If you don't want color, leave it. So which part do you want it to extrude? Yeah, this part. I'll extrude this part. Okay, so this is edge fillet poly. Edge fillet poly. See that, mamma mia. So the other method, so one method is going to the group, another method is bringing a delete. Okay, delete node. So delete and blast, there are 2 nodes. So if you want to get the delete node, you can go up here, manipulate, and you can see delete node here. And there's also one more similar node which does the same thing, which is under polygon. There will be blast. Both does the same thing, both does the same job, but blast being the least flexibility when it comes to delete. So delete have a lot of, you can delete by using a lot of methods. When compared to these two, I prefer delete node because delete can do a lot of things. Blast, just if you select one polygon and you delete, it's gonna give you the blast node because it's simple. So it's the same thing. So for example, this is group 22, right? So what if I bring the delete node and does the same thing, 22, both does the same job, right? So but delete being a lot of other parameters. Okay, so I'll bring delete because I don't like playing with blast node. I like delete node. I will remove that. So now you get the same, but it's a little more difficult. But in some places this node is handy. In some places the group node is very handy, but some places delete is handy, which we will come across in the future classes. So if you delete, yeah, see this part. So now you have understanding. Okay, this part are edge fillet poly, and side. So this part are the side. Okay, so it's like now you can use this delete node as a visualization node. So and also delete node is not just there for deleting, but also for keeping. Okay, so if you have if you look up, come up here, you can see delete selected. So there is also delete non-selected. Now it is inverted. The delete selection is inverted right now. Wow. So which means you deleted the stuff, but you still can see it, both the real one and the delete one. It is not when you're deleting in Photoshop or something, when you delete, then delete it, you can't get it. But here you can keep it or you can delete it, both. So this technique I'll show you keeping it. So Now there is a node called merge. So I introduced you two nodes, PolyExtrude, PolyBevel, and then now delete node. The use of delete, one is actually to delete using the group or keeping the number, primitive number. So you can see here it's primitive, so primitive number. If you want to delete the point, you can select the point edge likewise. So you can with the delete node you can delete a primitive group or poem or individual number, or you can keep it, like by keeping it. So what's the use of keeping it? Okay, I'll show you. So if you have a merge, so there's a node called merge, which is actually in here utilities. If you go utility, there will be merge. So merge is, you need to by heart the name merge, and you need to know the purpose of the merge because it's very handy, or you will use several times. And yes, it is actually to merge both. See, now you have, now you must be wondering, okay, what happened? Nothing, right? So there is a delete node, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring a PolyExtrude. Okay, PolyExtrude, and bring it maybe like this to make it more visible, like this. And for this, the back output is off, so I'll turn that on. So now I have a complete part. Now look at here. And also, if you want, it is very non-destructive. So like, of course, if you want, then you can move it like this. See, you have a different shape. Also, you can move somewhere around here, or up to you, or you can rotate it and keep it this way. All up to you. Okay, so that is the help of merge, and I'll show you merge and the use of merge and transform, how complex you can go with merge and transform. Okay, so I'll show you that. I keep this both aside, right? And I'll make this as a power of merge and transform.